Newcastle United, a lot of happy memories for me. More happy memories for you though. You came back home, you did it all. You know, give us your special memories about that time.
I think everything. It was always my dream to put on the black and white shirt, and I stood on the Gallagher end like thousands and thousands of kids have done over the years and will continue to do, and it's their dream as well to play at St James's. And I was lucky when I had my dream, and that was every single weekend. I was lucky enough to play and also captain them, so I had a fantastic time.
What did the number 9 shirt you mean when you pulled it on for the first time?
Brilliant. It was, as I said, it was. I wanted to wear the number 9 shirt because I know how special it is to the supporters. I know what pressure it brings also, but I wanted that, and there's a demand for it, and you have to score goals when you wear that shirt. Thankfully, I did that.
Alf Ramsey, the manager, could you let us know a little bit about, you know, the kind of character he was, and what made him, you know, so special, you know, to be able to lead our country to such a...
Oh, this guy was fantastic. He really was fantastic, because he had everything covered. He knew everything about the opposing team. He'd come up and speak to you on a one-to-one basis. Be careful of this, or I want you to mark him tight, and all this sort of thing. Absolutely gem he was, and he made sure that you didn't think as a player you were automatic choice. You had to go back to your club and play as good as you did if you'd have had a good game for England. Otherwise, he wouldn't bother with you.
Jay had some great times at Newcastle United, fantastic servant at the club, 12 years. What was your favourite memories?
Lots of memories. I mean, it's a great club to play football for, first and foremost, and I was privileged to kind of brought me there at 21 and put me straight in the team, so that was a big honour first and foremost. But lots of, you know, great memories as well, games and stuff. But probably the one that stands out is the Barcelona game, and you know, got to the Champions League, and you know, the press and stuff or whatever were saying it was, you know, Barcelona, they turn up on the night and they would have won, and you know, it was, any Geordie that was there that night was a special night, and you know, as a fan, as a player as well, was fantastic. We went 3-0 up. I mean, we were hanging on a bit towards the end, like, but the atmosphere that night was you know, electric, and I thought the roof was going to come off at one stage. You know, fantastic.
What's it like pulling on the number 9 shirt at Newcastle now?
Oh, it was always very, very special, and not only did the manager make it special, Joe Harvey, bless him, when I was there, but it was when you just got to the mouth of the tunnel, you know, and the roar was quite incredible. You know, when you have to remember that I came from Luton Town, and we'd average sort of 12 to 14,000 on a good day, but to come to a ground that probably made the most noise of any ground in the country, it gave you the feeling that once you got out into the green turf, that if you didn't want to play there, you didn't want to play football anywhere.
The ground is obviously a big bone of contention, because obviously I remember the big idea was to move the stadium, and you know, there was, you know, 5 or 6 sites that the Chronicle had pinpointed, but your original plan was to move it to Leazes Park, just a stone's throw away from where it is now, and actually own
we would never get permission. Leazes Park belongs to the city.
Do you think it was a good idea? I mean, in your mind, that's what you wanted to do. Do you think the club would have been better off doing that, you know, rather than being at St James's Park where they are now? Well, you're disappointed you didn't manage to pull that off.
We had to redevelop the ground. Remember, after the fire,
yeah,
and we had a stadium which was tatty, etc.
Yeah,
and after the fire somewhere,
where was Bradford Fire, 1985? Because it all pins, but you know, your takeover came at an amazing time. You'd had Heysel, you'd had the Bradford Fire, and then you had Hillsborough disaster.
So Taylor's report, of course, that's right.
No, when you're going to develop, we sat down and basically, and this is where Woffy was right. This is where Woffy was right and I was wrong. That when we had to redevelop, we decided what are we going to do. And Woffy wanted to redevelop St James's Park for 60,000. Then he said, you'll get the fans in, and of course, we don't get 60,000, you know. And Woffy always said, and he had some sketches done for 60,000 grand. Woffy, John Woffy. And yeah, I must admit, he was right and I was wrong. And could we redevelop, do we stay in the centre of town?
Nights like this, Malcolm, you've been to plenty. Does this rank up there with some of the best nights sitting on the top table with Alan Shearer and the rest of the boys who pulled that number 9 shirt?
It's quite special because it's sort of all the generations going from before me, going way back into the 60s. And yeah, there's a lot of goals up there. There's a huge amount of goals. We're all very different players. You know, there's no clones whatsoever. But I think also that if you look along that line, that we all went out and did it in our own particular way. You know, that we weren't subservient to how the coaches told us. We went out and had a bit of individual flair about us. And I think that really is what Newcastle's about. Allowing individuals to show their flair.
All for a good cause as well.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, and tonight, of course, yes, is an absolutely brilliant cause, I have to say. I've had associations with it over the past years, and it's a great charity. They do great work.
Malcolm MacDonald, thanks very much.
My pleasure. Thank you, Steve.
Take care.
All right.
Cheers, Malcolm.
Pleasure.
Steve.